If you're joining me for the first time, welcome. If you're returning, thank you. My name is Arita, and welcome to my channel. This week, showing up has been a challenge. And as I've expressed before, I'm not the most comfortable on camera. And so, even though I decided to show up on audio today, it was not easy taking that step. So, as you know, I'm here to share with you my journey of awakening and taking steps based on my space of awareness, my understanding of the messages that I'm receiving and taking action. And so, one of those actions was to show up on YouTube. And it has been challenging, but as I have, stomped my feet and whined to God that I don't want to do this, every time I think about doing a video, something shows up that says, yes, continue. And one of those things was an email that I received. I guess every new YouTuber gets one of these, you've reached 150 views type of a thing, little badge. And while I know I do not do this for the views, it was humbling to know that whether it was two pairs of 150 eyes or 150 different souls I had connected with. And so in that moment of frustration, God was showing me that this is where I've asked you to be, so continue to show up. And so even with that, showing up for this week was a bit challenging. And so I said, you know what? Universe, God, show me a sign. Just show me a sign. And that sign came the next day in the form of a bee stuck between my window pane that were closed. And, you know, I looked up, I don't remember it all, but I know bees are obviously hard workers and they are messengers and so many others. This particular bee was called a Vespula, and there's a whole bunch of stuff about it. And it was really interesting. So I knew that I had to show up, yet I was still challenged. And, you know, within all of this, there's free will, right? So if I don't want to show up in front of the camera, I can still show up with at least my voice because that's what's necessary. That's what needs to be heard, right? But again, I was challenged and I was not sure what I wanted to say. But I also knew that if I did not take the step, stepping into something new and unknown, then I'd be continuing to make the same choices I've always made and continue to be stuck in a cycle that I say that I no longer want to be in. And we do this to ourselves over and over again because of the fear of the unknown. Well, I'd be challenged to say that God asking me to step into the unknown should be something fearful. I know my ego is a little challenged. They want to know all the things, but that's not how this journey works. That's not how it works. And so I know this is greater than me. I know that it's not simply just about me showing up on YouTube. I'm sure there's many of you out there that's feeling a call to do something different, something scary, something that you've never done before, but truly desire to do, but are so afraid to take that step. I'm just going to say, leap, leap, fly. You don't know where you're going to land. You're not supposed to. Trust that you will land, and you will land somewhere greater than you were before. So I ask God for a sign. Did you? Perhaps this is it. I trust that we are all guided and that we all take that leap into the unknown and trust, and always trust that we'll land safely. Thank you for listening, liking, sharing, and subscribing. And remember, this is for entertainment purposes only.